Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and I'm a big fan of the Snap On MagMats. In fact, it's probably their most creative space other than flashlights. They come out with all kinds of different sizes and shapes of these things, but what is a common denominator amongst all of them is they use top shelf neodymium magnets. Just super strong, but they charge a premium for them. Now this is one of my favorite sizes. This is the Mini MagMat, something like that. I'm not sure if it's even still sold, but it is an ideal size for EDC, or for if you want to, instead of having a little, magnetic cup or something like that, you can use something like this. Just keeping your workspace handy on your tool chest, in your tool bag, in your EDC kit, your tool pouch, tool roll, whatever, and then it easily holds all kinds of small parts. So whatever you're working on, if it's got ferrous metal parts, pins and rollers and springs, etc., just absolutely ideal. Of course, you can also use it for screws. They're handy that way. You can clip them to things. They're just an excellent size. Of course, you can use multiple ones to take the place of this, but then you're adding up price. These sold for around 12, 15 bucks, something like that, which seems like a lot. Occasionally I could get them for 10 from the Snap-on dealer. Essentially, as you can see there, it is just a very strong round neodymium magnet in a fabric housing, kind of a little, I don't know if that's foam or what's inside one of these, but it's just ideal. Just an excellent expression of a useful magnet. Now Snap-on's built all kinds of other magnet stuff. Some of it's great, some of it's interesting, but Railer, which we all know from like their bit rails, fabulous company, is also now selling these MagMats, these little magnet useful tools here. This is a set of 3 that I got for $21, so that's about $7 a piece. Easily worth it, and again, they are using top shelf neodymium magnets. I've made videos in the past of different kinds of magnetic mats that just did not have the strength I thought they should, but these Railers, as far as I can tell, are darn close to the Snap-ons. That's what they feel like when I'm, say pulling on a bolt or a nut or something like that. Kind of, where's it going to go? In that case, the Railer. But also, here's an example. I've got a 3-pound drilling hammer. I'll put it on the smooth face here. And put that Railer MagMat. You can see that instantly there's an indentation because it's pulling that magnet as hard as possible against the face. But that's a 3-pound head, and I'm easily able to lift it. Now, looking at the box, it says I should be able to go up to 4.5 pounds. And you can see they're heavy duty, scratch proof, versatile, compact, convenient. So getting a set of 3 of them for 21 bucks, if they're real and compete directly with the Snap-on, and I can attest to that. They, as far as I can tell, are the same as Snap-on, if not better. And why I say better is, I don't know if the material has improved at all since I got these. Those are years old. But anyway, pulling up a hammer like that, there's definitely 3 pounds of pull there. I'm probably bending it. They are small in terms of the magnet. Now, that shows up in something like this where there are just 4 little magnets here. So if you drop something in the center, it's almost a game. Where is it going to go? So, it is a small magnet right here, but just for general use, for keeping things organized, if you were playing with your bits, pulling those out and you want to just have them drop down and stay secure, I can highly recommend these Railer magnetic mats, these small ones. If you were interested in the Snap-on ones but didn't want to pay the price or didn't have a dealer or something, well, here you go. Now, Railer also makes some larger ones, and I'll probably explore those simply because I'm really impressed with these. If you're interested in a small magnetic mat, you can go with the Snap-on or you can go with the Railer, and I'm sure in a blind taste test you couldn't tell the difference. Let me know your thoughts. And with that, Doc out.